boss Errol the Lion King. Anything went with this band as they pushed every boundary of taste, decency and common sense into a glittered capri and over a cliff.
What they did was unique and often appalling.
We set out to do everything that no one had ever touched before, and the response to it was great.
When the three of us get together as Imagination, there is something magic that happens there.
Magic may be, but no one was expecting this from three London-based lads who took the charts by storm with their spandex soul swing.
Everybody thought we were from America. They thought, oh, this is an American group. They're so outrageous, man, yeah. The moment they found out we were British, then they said, oh, they really can.
While searching for their unique look, music producers Steve Jolly and Tony Swain were coming up with a sound to match.
We had this instrumental that I'd worked on, changed the bass of it, put slow hand claps on it, and had this piano piece in it.
Tony and Steve had recorded this demo, which surprisingly wasn't released. In fact, the Swedish Dwarf Ballerina Association had the video banned, but Lee John managed to get hold of a pirate copy.
I thought, this is really great. This has got a really classic. So it wasn't even finished. It was just like a loop. And I sat in my mum's kitchen that night, and I wrote Body Talk. I called Ashley over, and we kind of did like a rough version, overdubbing and overdubbing and overdubbing before we went into the studio.
Within weeks of recording it, Imagination hit the public right between the thighs.
I had this thing called a soiree, which was, it looked like a nappy. It was like, I looked like Sabu in actual fact.
Morning, afternoon, and night, we lay together side by side.
And Ashley was wearing these tights, and Errol was wearing these really tight trousers, but they weren't wearing what they call a dancer's belt. Basically, it looked like we're showing our knobs. So what they did was they gave everybody jock straps, BBC jock straps, which unfortunately, if you know what jock straps look like, they're padded. So therefore, you look twice the size.
Talk, and it doesn't leave much to the imagination, does it?
That performance on Top of the Pops, just the day after it started doing 12,000 a day, everyone started talking about it. Did you see that group on Top of the Pops? Which is exactly what we wanted. That was the angle, and it just went ballistic after that.
Following the success of Body Talk, the band's first two albums made the UK Top 20 within months of each other.
Normally the second album is the hardest, and we broke bigger with the second album than we did with the first. With Just an Illusion, it kind of was worldwide everywhere. The bass was a very important part. It kind of drew you in, and then the vocal had the mystique that kind of captured you and enveloped you.
Imagination now had the key to the dressing up shop of the damned.
Lee says, I'm going to wear a jockstrap. And tonight he goes out, we're doing Top of the Pops, he flips on a jockstrap, and I say, well, okay, I'm going to be a spaceman tonight, or, you know, I'm going to wear that lame suit, or whatever.
The guys were now hot property, and as well as making expensive videos and numerous TV appearances, they also sang into the heads of stuffed animals.
I eventually got my own chat show on LWT.
Hello and welcome once again to Lee's Place.
It kind of pushed us into a different area, so it was good. I think we opened a few doors.
Resist any further, Doctor, and you will regret it.
Lee John could go on Doctor Who and make a very good go of it, because he didn't need to be provided with costumes, of course. He could be an alien from another planet simply by turning up at the studio, taking his duffel coat off. He was ready for action.
Music, the lights.
And with each new single came an even more preposterous look.
It was like we entered the glitter era, you know, and we went crazy. The one leg appeared, you know, the one leg, one arm outfits came about.
Let me show you all the glamour and gold.
And to keep the one leg in place, Lee had some Velcro of his own.
We were starting to do the routine, and Lee kind of like did this long launch and all this, you know, sort of big gush of his, and friends of mine go, was that for real?
Sing and dance for you all night. Secrets.
And that wasn't all Lee was grooming.
What I did was I got Errol and Ashley into dance class. I got them working out. They weren't dancers, they were musicians.
Right, well, this must have been before the classes then. Anyway, with 9 top 40 hits.
Made the whole public feel good. They loved the records. They made them want to party. Made them want to do all sorts of things, but I think that's what it was all about.